Hi guys. Now, if you looked at the title of this video, you probably thought I'd be talking about the magical history of spoons or something like that, but that is definitely not the case today. The spoon theory is something that's used to describe what it's like to live with a chronic illness, whether it's chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, ME, lupus, what have you. It was created by this woman called Christine back in 2010 when she was trying desperately to make her friends understand what it was that she went through every single day. So, if you're a normal, healthy person, you get up every day, you go about your daily business, you have a list of things you have to do, and you do them because that's life, right? But if you're a spoonie, someone who suffers from a chronic illness, life isn't that simple. You see, you've got a very limited amount of energy, which means that you have to prioritize every single thing that you're going to do that day. Even really basic tasks that you guys would find pretty simple and you wouldn't even think twice about doing it. Things like showering and dressing and cooking. Those can be really, really enormous tasks for someone like me. So, in an effort to try and help make people out there understand what it's like living with a chronic illness and to put an end to this never-ending parade of hate and judgment that me and a whole bunch of other sufferers have to put up with all the time, I decided I'm going to take Christine's theory and share some spoonie knowledge with all of you in the form of a little game and some imagination. Sound good? Good. These are your spoons. You have 8 of them. Now, of course, depending on the severity of someone's illness, they're going to have more or they're going to have less. And chances are it's going to change on a day-to-day basis. But for the purposes of this exercise, you have 8 spoons. Yeah? So I want you to imagine that you have a chronic illness. You can pick a chronic illness if you so desire. It's Monday morning, you've just woken up, you're still all cozy in bed. Now, what would you, the normal, healthy person, do? What's the first thing that you do when you've woken up in the morning? I'm willing to bet that after some social media scrolling, you're probably going to get up, as in get out of bed. Yep? Okay. I should explain how this works. You see, every spoon represents a piece of your energy, yeah? And since you've got a limited amount of energy as someone living with a chronic illness, every time you complete a task or an activity, it's going to cost you 1 whole spoon. Yes, even the sheer act of getting out of bed is going to cost you a spoon. Then after that, you're probably going to jump in the shower, right? Get ready for the day, wake yourself up, feel nice and clean. Then you're going to want to get dressed, do your makeup, do your hair. Now, normally stuff like that would take more than 1 spoon, but you guys are new at this, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Hair and makeup and getting dressed, 1 spoon. Then you're probably going to want to grab breakfast, pack your bag, get ready for the day, all those little things before you leave the house. Yeah, that's going to cost you another 1. So, we haven't even left the house yet and you guys have used half of your energy for the day. It's going to be tougher than you think. And now for the exciting part, leaving the house. For someone with a chronic illness, leaving the house is huge. That is if we're even physically well enough to leave the house, which isn't always the case. But I mean, it's scary. We know we've got a limited amount of spoons, and what if we get way too far away from home and we don't have enough spoons to get back? Yeah, it's scary. We're also kind of excited because it doesn't happen all the time. So, now you have to travel to wherever it is that you're going. Work, uni, doesn't matter. Public transport, driving, however you were getting there, it's going to cost you a spoon. So, let's pretend you've traveled to where you're going and you're going to uni today. If you're like me, from wherever you park your car or wherever the bus drops you off, you're still going to have about a 10-minute walk to get to your class. And a 10-minute walk seems like nothing if you're healthy, but if you're like me, 10-minute walk is almost like running a marathon. So yeah, there goes another spoon. Congrats, you have made it to class. And you're probably thinking that that's awesome, right? Because all you've got to do is sit here and relax for the next hour. Ain't no way you're going to be spending any spoons. If only that were true. You see, often chronic sufferers also have serious concentration difficulties, whether it's because of the fatigue or whether it's because of their chronic pain. Sitting in that lecture trying to listen and absorb what little information you can is going to be so draining for you. So draining, in fact, that it's going to cost you a spoon. So let's review. It's not even lunchtime yet and you've got 1 spoon left. Yikes. The thing is, you've still got 2 more classes plus that 4-hour shift, and then you've got to travel all the way home and do that essay and cook dinner. But all that stuff's going to cost you lots and lots of spoons, and you've only got 1 left, so what do you do? Now, I know what you're thinking. Why don't I just push on through, I'll soldier on, I'll go do all that stuff, and yeah, I'll be tired, but then I'll just have a really early night tonight, get a good night's sleep, and feel great tomorrow morning. Yeah, I mean, that's what a healthy person would do, but you're not healthy in this situation. You have a chronic illness. And a good night's sleep just doesn't exist because you've got insomnia. And even if you don't have insomnia, that whole revitalized, refreshed feeling that you get when you wake up in the morning just doesn't happen. You wake up in the morning feeling pretty much the same as you did the night before, if not worse. Don't lose all hope though. There is one other option. I mean, it's kind of risky, but you could borrow tomorrow's spoons and use them to get through the day today. Awesome. So, you go to those 2 other uni classes and then you do that 4-hour shift at work, and then you travel home and then you cook dinner and then you do that essay and then you go to bed. Oh, but there's a catch. Since you used 16 spoons today and you were only allocated 8, now you're in debt, which means you have to get through Tuesday and Wednesday on 0 spoons. And you know what that means? Nothing. No cooking, no cleaning, no studying, little or no standing up, no socializing, and definitely no leaving the house. But that's not fair. I got stuff to do. I got 2 more classes on Tuesday and then I'm supposed to work all day Wednesday. It's my friend's birthday Wednesday night and I'm supposed to go out with them. Oh man, it sucks to be you, huh? Yeah, it does suck. You know what doesn't help? Nobody wanting to be our friend because we can't go out clubbing every weekend, which makes us just so antisocial. And being called lazy because we can't hold down a job. And being told that we're faking it because you don't look sick. And being told to just be positive because this whole illness thing is just all in your head. So don't be an asshole. We're all just trying to do the very best that we can with the number of spoons that we've got. And unfortunately, we're not all lucky enough to have an unlimited supply. If you have a loved one living with a chronic illness, don't add to their never-ending list of problems with your anger and your guilt. If they say they can't go out, they can't go out. You have to respect that they know how to take care of their body better than you do. And just accept it. Because, trust me, no matter how frustrated or angry or disappointed you feel, we feel 100 times more. Well, hopefully that gave you a little bit of an insight on what it's like to be a spoonie. And maybe you even appreciate those little things in your life just a little bit more now. If you're a fellow spoonie, or even if you're not, comment below and let me know what you think. And make sure you subscribe. I've got a lot more spoonie videos coming.